Hello Africa, hello world, this is VN News and we are coming to you from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. For the very first time, I'm being joined by the beautiful Hannah. How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
This is the first time you're joining us on
VN News. Yes, and it's great to be here.
It's great to be here, right? I hope you're coming with all your expertise to dissect.
I'm prepared. I brought my A game on.
Your A game on. Okay guys, my name is Kelvin Afinke.
And I'm thinking of Mobia.
Coming up on today's bulletin, Ghanaian TV personality Delay says girls who trade sex for jobs are just lazy. And
Venus Frame Production clears air over alleged movie theft.
Still coming up, Nigerian musician Nines secretly marries US-based wife through Skype.
And BOBRISKY says he's a cross-dresser, not transgender.
And coming up, interesting, FEMI releases new music Born to Win.
And on the international front, we have Mel B revealing that she's heading for rehab to tackle PTSD and sex addiction.
Interesting. Yeah. Details of all the stories and sports we have coming up on today's bulletin. Don't forget that we are coming to you from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for you to get a repost of all the exciting programs we have via your VNTV, the powerhouse of entertainment. We'll go for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Although you might have some great design ideas, conveying these ideas to clients can be a cumbersome task. That's why at Let's Design Studios, we offer a range of cost-effective visualization services that lead your clients through the project's twists and turns. Our services include 2D, 3D floor plans, two-dimensional still renders, 3D animation to help your clients grasp the spatial features of the project, fully interactive virtual tour to give your clients a computer-generated three-dimensional tour of your property. Here's how it works. Upload reference sketches and images related to your project. Enter the project description and request a free quote. Get access to the best visualization services with a free quote today at letsdesignstudios.com.
Yes, so you're welcome back. If you just tuned in, you're watching VN News on VN TV. Of course, we are accessible on www.vnationtv.com. Follow us on all our social media platforms and let's get interactive. Of course, if you want a repost of this story, subscribe to our YouTube channel. What do you have there?
Right, great. So over the weekend, a lot of stuff was trending, and that one of the trending stuff here in Ghana was the fact that remember that last week the CEO of Venus Film, Abdulsalam Mumuni, was sued for $700,000 for movie theft. Well, he has come out to clear the hair, saying that the supposed man who is suing him, who happens to be the producer of the movie, is not the one he had a deal with. So he had a deal with a director and a supposed producer as well. So one of Ghana's leading movie production, distribution and marketing company, Venus Film, has debunked claims made against it by Mr. Nana Kwabena Edu Echiapom that it has allegedly stolen the movie Perfect Love. Now, in a press statement penned by the Chief Executive Officer of the company, Alhaji Abdulsalam Mumuni, he said that he dealt directly with the director and producer Frank Fifi Gabin, now of the movie, to whom he paid the agreed amount for the right to distribute the movie to the appropriate markets using giants like Iroko TV.
Yes.
So, well, this is interesting because we thought, the whole saga was really going to go to the court and we're going to see how it pans out.
I actually wanted to see how it was going to end, but...
Well, he has come out to clear the hair, saying that he dealt with the producer and director in person and he has paid that particular person, so he does not have any dealing with the supposed Mr. Nana Kwabena Edu Echiapom, who is actually suing him for over $700,000. Well, at the end of the day, he's come out to clear the air. We hope that stuff like this don't happen because we don't need that in the movie industry, you know?
Of course.
Yes. So wish them all the very best.
Originality is very, very important. Yeah. Yes, and controversial TV and radio personality, we usually call her Delay, but of course her actual name is Dolores Frimpong. So she has added her opinion on ladies who say that men want to sleep with them before they are given jobs. According to her, she never faced that, and usually it happens because the ladies are lazy. She used the word lazy. Yes, of course, this happened on Wednesday when she was speaking at the International Youth Summit. Yes, to the youth, and she was encouraging them to be hardworking and not always go around saying that men want to sleep with me. Sometimes She says sometimes it depends on the way you carry yourself. When there are about 3 ladies walking, there's one particular lady who would say, someone wants to sleep with me. It's usually because of your demeanor and the way you carry yourself. If you're strict, if you're professional, then nobody would approach you and want to sleep with you. It's very true. What she said is very, very true. I picked that up.
So coming from a lady, I mean, it's well said. So wish them all the very best and see how they can pan out in this industry. Now, away from that, something interesting happened over the weekend, and that's the fact that one of our finest musicians got married through Skype.
Yeah.
Would you do that? I mean,
no way.
Why wouldn't you do that?
No, I need tangibility. I need my family. I need friends. I need people to come and drink.
What? Oh, you need people to come and drink?
And give cola nut.
To do the normal rituals and all that. Well, that wasn't the same case for Nines, because over the weekend he got married to his US-based, fiancé through Skype, because she couldn't fly down to Nigeria.
But
how interesting.
Wait, was a dowry paid?
Yeah, so of course, I mean, they would do the normal,
through Skype.
Interesting. So Nigerian musician Nines gave the marriage another shot over the weekend by getting married traditionally to his fiancée Adetola through Skype in Badagry, Lagos. Now we all know that Nines got married, broke up from his marriage not too long, and I think he has 3 kids from 2 different, baby mamas and all that.
Wow.
Baby mamas. Well, a couple of years ago, this is the same person who went on TV to say he will never get married after his first marriage hits the rock.
People do change their mind.
People do change, but that was 2015. He said that in 2015, and we're 2018 now. So 3 years down the line, or 2.5 years down the line, he's changing.
Something happened. I'm sure the lady just, stole him away, just like that.
If the lady stole you away, we should see the lady in person. I mean, at the traditional wedding and all that. But she happens to be in the USA, and they did the traditional marriage via Skype technology. How fast? Well, maybe you can actually not give birth through Skype. I'm just saying, because if you get to
anything is possible.
Anything is possible. So there you have it. Nigerian musician Nines secretly marries US-based wife through Skype.
Yeah, and moving on, BOBRISKY has recently sat down with Sun News Online and has been talking that he has a girlfriend. Of course, the girl is not in Nigeria. She is in the United States. She's in London. She's in London actually.
UK,
yes, UK. And he said he's not a transgender. He's just cross-gender. And people in Europe appreciate his style of fashion. They approach him, they ask him, "Are you trans?" He said, "No, I'm just cross-gender. I have a girlfriend and I might be settling soon." Yeah, he's getting married. Did you ever think that he'll get to that point where he would talk about marriage? I thought marriage was in his chamber pot under his bed.
Well, one thing I share his chamber pot, but that's me. So you mean to say he's a cross-dresser rather than a transgender?
Well, the best person to hear the truth from is the one in question. So he said that.
Interestingly, he's an entertainer for one. And you can expect anything from entertainers. So if he's saying he's just a cross-dresser, he's not a transgender, who are we to complain? And he has a girlfriend. Wow, imagine what is going to happen in the house, and imagine their wardrobe selection.
And we are expectant, of course. Maybe they might share clothing.
Okay, I rest my case. Now, away from that, don't forget that this news is still coming to you from our studios there in Accra, Ghana. We are accessible on www.venetiantv.com. Now, for fans of ORITSE FEMI, who have not heard from me for quite some time now, I think it's time for you to hit the social media or internet for you to download his latest song, Born to Win. So ORITSE FEMI over the weekend has released a new song titled Born to Win. Are you born to win?
Yes, I'm born to win. I was born red.
You were born raining and shining, of course. So ORITSE FEMI has released a new song titled Born to Win. So if you're a fan of ORITSE FEMI, you would want to log on to the various social media handles and of course the various sites where you can download ORITSE FEMI's Born to Win. Wish him all the very best on that particular one. Well, those are the major stories for now we have coming up from Ghana or Nigeria. Log on to our website www.venetiantv.com for more trending stories. We'll bring you international stories after this.
CD, VMTV, the powerhouse of entertainment.
Yes, so you're welcome back. If you just tuned in, you've not lost a lot. You're still watching VN News on VN TV. Of course, we are accessible on www.vnationtv.com. Follow us on all our social media platforms. And let's get talking. Moving on to the international front, we have Mel B revealing that she's checking into rehab after being diagnosed, or she's, tackling PTSD and sex addiction. Yes, so she has checked into rehab and she's been diagnosed of PTSD following that she's gotten to her crisis point. The former Spice Girl, a mother of 3, is planning to enter a British facility in the next few weeks to help after being diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and admitting to drinking heavily, followed by a turbulent period in her life. This happened because, her marriage really did hit the rock and she's going through, a tough time. Yes, Mel B has gone, in fact, in her she's gone through financial crisis and all that. Yes, and it was revealed that she could sleep with 3 men in a day. It's such a serious craving. Of course, we are hoping that Mel B would be treated and would fully recover. Of course, we love her for being a judge on British Got Talent or AGT, America's Got Talent. Yeah, she's one of my favorite judges. So Mel B, we are hoping that you could tackle this issue and put your life back on track.
So that's why she's going to rehab.
Yes, of
course.
Wish
her the very best. Wish her the very best. I mean, it's interesting for this particular story. Some people hardly come out to talk about it, and she has the confidence to talk about it in the eyes of the public and telling them that she's going for rehab. I think it's something.
She's gotten to that point where she doesn't care whether she's going to be criticized or not. Do you know she had a tattoo that says, "Love me or leave me alone"?
Wow.
Yeah.
Self-explanatory. Wish all the very best. Wish all the very best. Well, those are the major stories we have coming up on the international front on today's bulletin. Log on to our website. There are more trending stories there. We'll go for a short commercial break. When we come back, God will be bringing to you Focus Sports.
I know how you like to set things on fire, but not today. Not my wedding.
If anyone has to set your wedding on fire, that's going to be your handwork, not mine.
The wedding is cancelled.
You can't do this.
I believe you're Mrs. Ure.
Yes? How may I help you?
Please, babe, I'm so sorry.
So all this while you be suspecting me and you want to cheat?
I said I can't do this!
In between another woman's leg is your new America, right? What is mine? China.
Life is too short not to think so. You only live once and you got to know.
Okay, it is my wedding. Let's not turn it to your funeral.
This is why you come and hide with your prostitutes.
Baby, that's an abomination now. I should put my head inside your leg. And be doing what? Did you come for a wedding or you came to have sex?
I can see you two are recreating the movie Pretty Woman.
What's that supposed to mean?
You are an ashawo. In my country, we call it or Oshofi.
That body no they enjoy
And welcome to the first edition of Focus Sports on VN News on VN TV for this particular week. Today happens to be the 27th of August 2018, which invariably means the last Monday of the month of August. And straight away, let's delve to local bits of news trending here in Ghana. And Ghana's very own Isaac, the Royal Storm DOGBOE, was able to stop his opponent cast in the mode of Idinori Otake after just 2 minutes 18 seconds. It took just 2 minutes 18 seconds for Isaac the Royal Storm DOGBOE to produce a devastating knockout of title challenger Idinori Otake on Sunday at Gila River Arena in Glendale, REUS. Japan's Otake suffered his first stoppage in 37 fights and was down after a strong left hook got past his guard but came back on the attack only to be caught by hard right to send him to the canvas. Now let me give you some statistics between Isaac the Royal Storm DOGBOE and Idinori Otake the Predator. Now according to punches, or per the statistics relating to punches, now DOGBOE landed 34 on the face of Otake, and Otake was only able to mount just 7 on the face of DOGBOE. It tells you of the dominance and superiority of Isaac the Royal Storm DOGBOE. He was able to throw 53 as compared to that of Japanese Otake's 37, and then per the percentage, if you want to render the numbers and figures in percentage, DOGBOE had 64% as juxtaposed to that of Otake's 19%. So it tells you of the total dominance of Isaac the Royal Storm DOGBOE against Idinori Otake. We wish him all the best in his subsequent bouts. Now he wants to unify that particular division. We wish him the very best. Away from the noble act of self-defense And we are moving to football, where Ghana's very own version of El Clasico took place over the course of the weekend, where crowds of folk, they were stopped, they were silenced by BURKINABE imports cast in the mode of Sonny YACOUBA. It was absolutely brilliant on the day. He could have grabbed a hat-trick, but per the saves of a certain Benjamin Mensah, it was denied the hat-trick. But all the same, he was able to grab 2 goals on the day to get a crowd of folk on the losing side. Next week we'll be having, or this week in particular, we'll be having the second leg between Accra Folk and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Football here in Ghana, we've missed those hard tackles and also that friendly encounters between these two sides. But they say that the repeated version of this Clasico is more or less creating a little bit of apathy between the two, because if we continue to play this very often, it's more or less going to be scarce in our sides, because we don't want to see the rivalry being extinct. How often does Madrid play against Barcelona? It's very rare and very sporadic, unless it's due to competitive fixtures. It's very sporadic to see Madrid playing against Barcelona in friendly matches. So it's going to be very, very dicey if those searching for money and those agents who will be looking to pair up against Accra and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Let's delve to the international scene, and we are starting off in the French Ligue 1. And then on Saturday, Lille Metropole, they defeated Guingamp by 3-0. Bordeaux, in some bizarre circumstances, after conceding the first goal and then missing a penalty, they were able to defeat AS Monaco by 2-1. Olympique de Marseille, they were held to a 2-2 scoreline by Rennes. Amiens defeated Rennes by 4-1. Montpellier, they were held to a 0-0 scoreline by Saint-Etienne. Nantes, they played a 1-1 scoreline against Cayenne. OGC Nice, they sat at home and they were surprised by Dijon by 4-0. Toulouse, they defeated him by 1-0. And Paris Saint-Germain at the Parc des Princes, Kylian Mbappe, Lotin, Edison, Roberto, Cavani, Gomez, Matador, Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. from Mugi da Cruzeiro in Brazil, they were on hand to get goals for Paris Saint-Germain as they defeated Angers by 3-1. Olympique Lyonnais, they also returned to winning ways as they defeated Strasbourg by 2-0. Let's look at the league standings in the French Ligue 1 after match day 3. And then Paris Saint-Germain, they have 9 points. They have also level on the same points with Dijon, who have 9 points. Lille Metropole 7 points. Olympique Lyonnais 6 points to boast over there. To the bottom 3, and OGC Nice, they have a single point to boast over there. And then Angers and Guingamp have no points in particular. Now let's look at the top scorers, the sharpshooters in the French Ligue 1. Jonathan Bamba has 3 goals. Kylian Mbappe, Lotin, 3 goals. The World Cup winner Neymar da Silva Santos Jr., formerly of Barcelona, has 3 goals to boast over there. Let's move to the German Bundesliga. It was match day 1 over there in Germany. And then let's start off in this fashion. Mainz 05 defeated Stuttgart by 1-0. Borussia Dortmund, they annihilated RB Leipzig by 4-1. Marko Reus joined Club 100 as he scored his 100th goal in the German Bundesliga. Axel Witsel was also on the score sheet. Borussia Mönchengladbach defeated Bayer Leverkusen by 2-0. Fortuna Düsseldorf sat at home, played against Augsburg. At the end of 90 minutes of football fiesta, it was 2-1 in favor of Augsburg. Now also, Freiburg played against Eintracht Frankfurt, and then the result was undoubted as Frankfurt won by 2-0. Hertha Berlin won by 1-0 against Nürnberg. Werder Bremen and Hannover 96 was 1-0. Wolfsburg sat at home and defeated Schalke 04 by 2-1. Ghana's own Abdul Baba Rahman returned to action and played 90 minutes of football action. Bayern Munich sat at home, played the first game in the German Bundesliga on Friday, and they trashed Hoffenheim by 3-1. Robert Lewandowski, the Polish goal wizard, was on hand to get a goal on the day from the penalty spot. Arjen Robben, the veteran international who formerly played for Chelsea, Real Madrid, CF, was also on hand to get a goal for Bayern Munich over them. Now to the league standings, and Borussia Dortmund, after playing match day 1, by virtue of their superior goal advantage, they have 3 points after a single game. Bayern Munich 3 points over the Eintracht Frankfurt, they have 3 points. Borussia Mönchengladbach 3 points. To the bottom 3, and surprisingly, Bayer Leverkusen are bottom over them, 0 points. Freiburg no points at all. RB Leipzig no points in particular. Now let's move to the Spanish Liga Santander. But before we move there, let's delve straight into the very tactical Italian Serie A, where Spal 2013 defeated Parma by 1-0. Cagliari drew 2-2 with Sassuolo, and Ghana's Kevin Prince Boateng was on hand to score a wonderful goal in the dying embers of the game. It was somewhere around the 94th minute for him to get that goal. So it tells you he was more or less the savior, the Jesus of Sassuolo. Fiorentina Calcio defeated Chievo Verona by 6-1. Diego Simeone's son Giovanni Simeone got a goal over there. Frosinone Calcio played against Bologna. It was 0-0 at the end of 90 minutes. Genoa defeated Empoli by 2-1. Unfortunately, Ghana's Ebenezer Efriakwa couldn't assist his side to defeat Genoa. Now, Inter Milan, after taking a 2-0 lead, Ivan Perisic getting his name on the score sheet, they were unable to hold their lead as Andre Belotti and his players were able to get a 2-2 scoreline at the end of 90 minutes. Udine Calcio, they defeated Sampdoria by a goal to nil. And Napoli, in some miraculous circumstances, they were able to come back from 2 goals down in a space of some few minutes to defeat AC Milan by 3-2. Piotr Zielinski grabbed 2 goals on a day, and Dries Mertens climbed off the bench to get the winning goal for Napoli, as Carlo Ancelotti thought his son cast the mode of Gattuso because he thought him football better, so he coached him during his days at AC Milan. And Juventus, they won by 2-0 at the Alliance Stadium. We all thought that Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos, our very old commandant, would have opened his account for Juventus, especially when he was playing at home. But unfortunately, Marijo Mandzukic and Miralem Pjanic were on hand to get the goals for Juventus. So, in as much as Ronaldo is failing to score, his teammates are scoring, and who cares whether Ronaldo scores or not? Juventus are winning, and they are lying pretty on top with 6 points. Napoli 6 points, Power 2013 6 points, and Udine Calcio 4 points. To the bottom 3, Sampdoria no points, Lazio no points, and Chievo Verona no points. To the Capo Cananieri, I'm referring to the top scorers, and then Marco Benassi 2 goals, Domenico Berardi 2 goals, Alejandro Gomez 2 goals. So the usual suspects of the likes of Dries Mertens, Gonzalo Higuain, Ronaldo, they are yet to get their names on the score sheet. They are not really pulling their weight over there. Now to the sensational Liga Santander, and you are starting off in this fashion, where Espanyol defeated Valencia by 2 goals. You know, Girona, they sat at home and scored the first goal, and then Real Madrid CF, they became so hot to handle when it comes to scoring goals. Sergio Ramos Garcia, the captain for the side, was on hand to get the first goal for the equalizer for Real Madrid CF. Karim Mustafa, Benzema and Gareth Van Bale, they combined their efforts to damage Girona to a 4-1 scoreline. Sevilla, after getting a wonderful win in their first encounter, they drew 0-0 at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. Valladolid, they engaged Barcelona, and it was Ousmane Dembele who decided to get the contest in favor of Barcelona, as they won by a goal to nil. Atletico de Madrid, goal scored by Antoine Griezmann. Miquan Griezmann was able to get the 3 maximum points for Atletico Madrid. He becomes the first player to score on the first encounter at the Estadio Wanda Metropolitano on a second consecutive base. Last season, he was the first person to score at the Wanda Metropolitano, and this season he has also done the same thing. Alaves played against Real Betis, and then Ghanaian international Mubarak Wakaso was on hand to play 90 minutes of football fiesta. Patrick Chumesi came on for his debut for Alaves, but unfortunately was unable to assist them to get the 3 maximum points against Real Betis. Leganes played a 2-2 scoreline against Real Sociedad. Getafe played or hosted Aiba, and they won by 2-0. At 6:15 p.m. today, Levante will be playing against Celta de Vigo. At 8 p.m, Atletico Bilbao will be hosting Huesca. Let's look at the league standings in the Spanish Liga Santander. And Real Madrid CF, by virtue of their superior goal advantage, they have 6 points after scoring 6 goals in 2 matches and conceding just a single goal. FC Barcelona, although they are yet to concede a goal, it means that the dark is yet to be broken at the Estadio Camp Nou. But that notwithstanding, they also have 6 points, scoring 4 goals. Sevilla have 4 points. Espanyol 4 points. Let's move to the bottom 3. Real Betis with a single point. Aiba no points. Rayo Vallecano no points. Now to the top scorers chart, the Trofeo Pichichi, Andre Silva with 3 goals, Gareth Van Bale 2 goals, and then Karim Mustafa Benzema, who plays for Real Madrid CF, with 2 goals. And lastly, we are ending off events in the English Premier League, the exciting, the enthralling, the entertaining English Premier League. Watford played against Crystal Palace. It was a very exciting encounter as Watford defeated Crystal Palace by 2-1. Fulham also won by 4-2, picking up their first 3 points, returning from the championship. They won by 4-2. Ivorian international Jean-Michel Seri was on hand to get a wonderful, spectacular goal from 30 yards over there in the game at the Craven Cottage. Let's not forget, Alexander Mitrovic was on hand to get 2 goals on a day, and Andre Schürrle, the former Chelsea player, former Wolfsburg, former Borussia Dortmund player, was on hand to get the 4th goal for Fulham as they defeated Burnley by 4-2. Newcastle United played at the St James's Park Stadium, and Chelsea Football Club were able to stand them by 2-1. Goals from Eden Michael Lazard Pele from the penalty spot, and an own goal assisted Chelsea in getting the 3 maximum points. It becomes the third consecutive win for Mauricio Sarri. He becomes the third coach, if my memory serves me right, to play 3 consecutive matches and win for Chelsea in his first 3 games. Carlo Ancelotti did that, Gus Hiddink did that, and let's not forget that Jose Mario dos Santos, Felix Moreno did that, the special one. Liverpool, they hustled for a 1-0 scoreline against Brighton and Hove Albion. They struggled in that game. Mohamed Salah Ghali, he has scored 29 goals in 29 games at the Anfield Sports Stadium. It tells you of how prolific he is, the Egyptian version of Lionel Messi. Arsenal also defeated West Ham United by 3-1, and then a certain Danny Welbeck, Taki Welbeck, came from the bench to get his first goal for Arsenal in this season, although Pierre-Emerick Emiliano Francois Aubameyang failed to get his name on the score sheet. Bournemouth, they came from 2 goals down to draw against Everton 2-2 at the end of 90 minutes. Huddersfield Town, they played a boring game against Cardiff and it was 0-0 at the end of 90 minutes of football fiesta. Southampton, they sat at home, scored the first goal in the dying moments of the game. Harry Maguire, the World Cup player, he was able to get the last goal for Leicester City as they defeated Southampton by 2-1. And then what a game to kick off the match day 3 in the English Premier League. Wolverhampton Wanderers became the first side in this season to stop Manchester City to a 1-all scoreline. It took a certain Aymeric Laporte on the day where Sergio Leonel Kun, Aguero del Castillo failed to deliver, Bernardo Silva, Montavega de Cavallo, they failed to deliver, Leroy Zani and a host of other very good City players, they failed to deliver. Aymeric Laporte was on hand to get the only goal for Manchester City as they played at the Molineux. At exactly 7 p.m, the big game, Monday Night Football, will see Manchester United playing against Tottenham Hotspur. To the league standings, and Liverpool Football Club, they are lying pretty on top. They are yet to concede a goal, so it tells us that Liverpool, they've really invested a lot in Alisson Becker, and then no wonder they are yet to concede a goal. 7 goals scored, no goals conceded after 3 games. They have 9 maximum points. Chelsea 9 points, Watford 9 points, Manchester City 7 points. To the bottom 3, and Burnley have 1 point, Huddersfield Town 1 point, West Ham United no point. To the top scorers chart, and then you have Sergio Leonel Kun, Aguero del Castillo with 3 points, Richarlison de Andrade 3 goals rather, and Sadio Mane, the speed demon or the speed merchant who plays for Liverpool Football Club, has 3 goals. On this note, I need to wrap up and bounce out of the studios of VNTV. Like they say, when you're in good company, time begins to fly out. Now, the act of being a good guest is knowing when to say goodbye. My name is Godwin Yamategu.
VNTV, yeah. VNTV, the powerhouse of entertainment.
Right, you welcome back. So that was Focus Sports brought to you by Godwin. Do you like sports?
I do follow sports sometimes.
What's your favorite team? Chelsea, right?
It's Barcelona.
Come on, you should be in the blues. Nah. I mean, you're putting on the blues anyways.
No, it's just a color.
Just a color.
This has Barca colors in it.
Oh, really?
Yes, it
still has Chelsea in it. Well, we'll still repeat Chelsea. Well, log on to our website, www.vinishintv.com, for more trending stories. If you're just logged in and you've kind of missed, but not totally, subscribe to our YouTube channel. There and then you can get to repost of this news bulletin. Before we let you go, let's give you a recap of our headlines. Ghanaian TV personality Delay says girls who trade sex for jobs are just lazy.
And Venus Film Production clears air over alleged movie theft.
Nigerian musician 9 secretly marries US-based wife through Skype.
BOBRISKY says he's a cross-dresser, not a transgender.
Interesting. And FEMI releases new song titled Born to Win.
And on the international front, we have Mel B checking in to rehab to tackle PTSD and sex addiction. I've still not gotten over that news.
Well, we wish you all the very best.
Yeah.
Well, details of all the stories and more, including sport, we brought to you earlier on today's bulletin. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Well, I hope you're going to have a great week.
I am.
It's packed, right?
It's packed.
Interesting. Once again, my name is Kelvin F&K.
And I'm Themia Nobia.